in. How is it going, everyone? Welcome to more Castlevania Circle of the Moon. The idea for today is actually finishing this game, but it all depends on what the final boss is gonna be like. Because last time it was a problem. But before worrying about that, I have a couple other things to worry about. I don't remember how many exactly though. Because here's the thing. I remember the next boss. Like the next boss, this level difference doesn't look very nice at all. It might be a problem, it's fine, don't worry about it. Yeah, that's not a very nice level difference at all. But whatever. So, here. So the problem about this place, well, this place is annoying, whatever, but... I mean, do I have the invincibility equipped? Yeah, I do, okay. So, I don't know, with this level I feel like I should at least be attempting to leveling up a little bit, but not leveling up. The problem is that this game doesn't have... Well, it's something that I learned yesterday. This game doesn't have the concept of weakness. Like, basically... Wow, nice. Enemies have attributes, like for example, that guy is ice attribute, of course. But the problem with this guy is that the only thing that means is that he's resistant to ice, but he's not weak to anything in particular. Like, he's just there, you know? So that's an issue, because my damage right now is kinda shit. And it's not just because of experience that you want to kill these guys, it's also because right now my armor is very dated, you know? Like, it's an armor that I got a relatively very long time ago, so... yeah. I probably will have to kill these guys to actually get a... you know, a better armor. Come on. Okay. But hitting these guys, well, hitting is whatever. I mean, killing these guys is an issue. Not to mention that they are actually dangerous. Like, they are not easy at all to fight, because you can die super easily. Nothing in here? Really? Well, that's weird. Am I going the right way? Well, I could also... Wait, what's up here? Oh, I'm not going the right way, actually. My bad. But it's fine, doesn't make a difference. Is this the right way? No, didn't mean to do that. Yeah, well, I'm assuming there's something on the left, though. But it's one of those things that requires playing around with these switches, and I really don't feel like doing that right now. Like, if anything, I want to get rid of this part with the switches as fast as possible. And like, this is... Well, I already said yesterday, this is the most annoying area in the game, so... But I gotta be thankful that it's less annoying thanks to the invincibility here. Why would I want to hit this? So imagine here if I didn't have the invincibility. It would be some shit. I mean, yeah, I guess I bring that thing down, but couldn't I do the jump regardless? In fact, didn't last time I do the jump without it? Yeah, because you can simply do this. So, I guess that's unnecessary to do. Though you also get access to this place. I guess you could jump into the platform regardless. Yeah, I think that hitting that one is unnecessary. In fact, it might block me the access to more important places. Now the issue here, I feel like here I'm heading straight to the boss. I mean, it's not a bad thing in itself, but it's a bad thing if I don't find the save first. The save, I remember it being... Okay, there, I guess. I remember it being on the bottom right of something, but it was here. Okay, well, since I have a save, I guess I could try, you know, risking a little bit, and if I get a kill, it's whatever, you know, since I already saved. You see, as I say, I do need to get some experience, and well, armor especially, though the armor is most likely exclusively dropped by the guards, and it doesn't seem like there is any guards in here, so... Damn, that's a lot of damage. Well, oh, armor. Chainmail, hold up, how good is that? By the color it looks like it will give me magic instead of defense. No, it actually gives you defense. Well, okay, damn. I said what I wanted and I immediately got it. But let me save, guess. Losing that loot will hurt. Though, damn, that was dropped by a fish head. That's weird. But hey, I'll definitely take that. As I say, that was one of the things that I was lacking, without a doubt. So I get a little bit more defense now. Probably should stop getting hit by this guy. Wow, nice dodge. That's what happens when you're a Toho player. Oh, I cannot really... It's a little bit hard to jump out of that. So this witch has a lot of health. It's a funny animation to go down. Okay, how am I missing this guy, dude? These hitboxes are definitely fucked. Okay, I'm kinda done fighting these guys. And this only for an upgrade. Okay. Well, I guess I could kill all of this. I guess it serves as a mini experience farm. Though, as you can see, this was a lot of enemies that I kill, and it didn't seem like it mattered much to level me up, because it didn't, you know? It's fine. What I cannot remember, speaking of leveling up, is how many bosses were remaining. Like, I remember the next boss here in this area is Camilla, which is the Dracula servant. But I don't remember if after that you went straight to the final boss or if there was something else in between. Like, that's the part that I failed to remember. Another switch. And that. I mean, so it tells me that the switch is to loot some stuff here, but the boss was here, wasn't it? Or maybe not? No, I think it was here. Oh, we have these enemies. Yeah, these enemies are dangerous. Oh, I was supposed to... Okay, well. Guess now I know that I was supposed to hit it, though. This is an issue, because... if the boss is there, that means that the boss run is extremely long. Which will be very bad news. One thing I remember about the next boss is that unfortunately it has a very, very long cutscene. Well, not extremely long, but long enough to be annoying. So that's gonna be a problem. Okay, I need to survive the way back, but that's gonna be a problem. Okay. So how is it going, Kyle? Oh, ooh, that was close. Wait, no. Damn, nice dodges. Okay. Oh, that's bad. And this where the boss is? Not yet. And this place was longer than I remember. And it's already quite long. Was there another saving here? I mean, I hope. Ah, shit. Oh, what the hell? Okay, this guy's a menace. We also have... Oh, shit. Okay. I see how it is. Yeah, we don't want to deal with that guy. You had maple syrup for the first time? Nice. Time for admin mode, yeah. I mean, against this guy, without a doubt. I mean, this guy summons multiple ice chunks that seem quite undodgeable. How did I even deal with this guy in the normal game? Or maybe I didn't. I mean, it's only an upgrade what you're missing by not going up there, so... down there. And then you have... Okay, I could... Nah, fuck it. The other guy is still flying around. This is a save? No, that's the boss. So, was there a save nearby? Because if there is no save nearby, this boss run is gonna be even more annoying than the cutscene. Hopefully it is. Nice, okay. Because I was about to say, like, if we have a... we have to do all of that every time we need to beat the boss. But I should... Against this boss, this is a boss that is very big and moves very slowly. The serpent summon could work, but I think that she's high in the air, so... Probably should stick with Mercury Black Dog. Like I've been doing with most bosses. Or I could end up going for the, you know, for the falling arrows. That's probably the best idea. Oh, nice. That's fast. Need to dodge these assholes, but the hands at least don't deal a lot of damage. But yeah, the biggest problem here is the cutscene. Like, you will have to go through a cutscene every time that you want to try this boss. Yeah. Did she say they are dirty, self-centered mongrels? That's a pretty funny thing to say. Technically, I'm out to use a darkness card, so I guess... Shut up! Here goes. And she didn't even answer. What have you done? No answer. So the hitbox is on the top. That's annoying. But I don't think using... The problem is that if I were to use the Serpent Familiar, it's gonna be off screen for a while. Doesn't seem like a good idea. I might just need to use the falling arrows, probably. Christian destroyed with facts and logic. Could be. It is right that this guy should say you're delusional, shut up. Like, very compelling arguments indeed. Alright, so I don't think the whip is gonna be a good idea. Now, I could try the familiar, but it seems that at the end of the day, the falling arrows are the best thing I could probably do, so... This is very cheesy, but at the same time, I need all the time I need all the time I need all the time I can take to dedicate it to the final boss, so if I can spend less time on this boss, that would be nice. Yeah, Nathan is deflecting. Alright, so here it comes. Well, not to mention she should get hit a lot of times since she's so big. And if I'm not mistaken, this boss does not have a second phase, so as long as I can bring this one down, it should be fine. Not sure what's the best place to stand here. Especially with that attack she has with like those discs. That's gonna... Oh, never mind, that's not gonna hurt. I guess staying below might be the best strat. But as long as you're not below that ray. Oof, that was close. Uh-oh. Oof, close again. Is that gonna hit? No, but almost. Because I'm not seeing... Ah, fuck. I tried inputting at the very end and I couldn't. I tried very fast to do it and it didn't work. I guess I'm gonna use that strategy though. Seems to be for the best. Not to mention the iframes as well. I guess the final boss, I don't know if it is the best strategy. Probably not. Yeah, who knows? I mean, not to mention that I also will prefer not having to deal with this cutscene every time. Because the final boss, as hard as it is, at least it doesn't have a cutscene like this one every time that you're gonna attempt it. So, or at least not that I remember. I mean, I will remember it otherwise. The way I remember this one. So, why does it look like he's missing a leg? I guess it's because it's supposed to be like one of the legs is further or something. It's a little bit weird. Now, even though it is showing her getting hit, is this counting as her receiving damage? Because I don't see the numbers, even though theoretically she's receiving damage. The numbers are not in my line of sight, so for all I know I could be dealing 0 damage. That would be pretty funny. Well, there's something pretty clear, and it's that a boss like this is not gonna resist wholly. Well, you can see damage there. That's gonna hurt. Oh, it didn't. Well, at least the one thing is that even though this requires a command to be inputted so that summon works, the command is nowhere near as hard as the... Well, I don't know how hard, but nowhere near as annoying as the one in Symphony of the Night for the dash attack. Like, definitely not. Got him. So how many levels? 3? Well, 3 at least. Yeah, 3. That went down easily. I know that that's a lame way of winning, but I don't want to deal with this cutscene every time, you know? Funny sound effect. So here you have access to the final boss already. What do you win here? Well, the ability to... Yeah. Basically the... I don't remember if this was infinite. I think it was. Like most of these things. Well, you can spam it in the air. So pretty much it is infinite. So this allows you to go to many places. So essentially you don't have access to, well, I'm assuming you don't have access to the boss yet. You have to go to another area first. Well, just in case, let me make this safe. So I'm assuming there's gonna be one more boss before fighting against... Well, there was a boss before the final boss in the same place, but I'm pretty sure there is one even before that one. And I don't remember which one it was, because I remember this boss, but if there is a boss between the final bosses and this one, I don't remember. But hey, we will see. At least I can go up here. So, well, this goes back to another area. We have access to the teleport here. So this was... No, this is a different place. With an upgrade, okay, sure. I don't mind. And then yeah, you go back here. And from here you can go to the teleport. Well, you could go to the teleport, you also pick up that upgrade that is to the right. I could also go all the way up. In fact, I think... No, that's... Kyle told me there was the challenge area up there. Though then again, I could take the teleport. That's a faster way of doing it. Alright, let me get the upgrade first since it's so close. And then we can worry about teleporting up there. The thing is that there is still one more power up that I'm supposed to get that I don't have yet, which is well, it says it here, magic item. Like all of these are the upgrades that you need to progress, but there is one missing, so that's why I'm saying that there has to be... Oh shit. There has to be one more. Well, at least these guys are not gonna deal that much damage. Even the flame armor barely deals damage anymore. Okay, it's an HP upgrade. Sure. I won't say no to that. I mean, as long as it's not a hard upgrade, it's fine. Are these guys any harder to beat now? Well, they are not gonna be harder. I mean that they are still annoying. Well, they don't deal that much damage. They still take quite a bit of hits though. So, well, I could save here in case something bad happens in the other area. But I think that this will be a little bit unnecessary. You got the rock wing. The what? Yeah, this one. Yeah, I mean, it's the one that the boss drops. Well, the boss drops that the boss allows you to get. So yeah, essentially, I'm heading to whatever the final item was. I'm assuming the final item is related to opening the door to Dracula. So, well, first I'm gonna go to the top. Like, yeah, here. To see what was in here. Since now I can access it. Oh, there's an upgrade all the way up, nice. And there are so many more upgrades to get, that's also pretty insane. Can I kill this thing? I don't think it's worth it. Oh, okay, that's a curse, by the way. Hey, that's a curse and 100 points of damage for absolute free. Wow, nice attack. Okay, this place is dangerous. Oh, this is the battle arena that Kyle was mentioning. And most likely the place I shouldn't go to. Okay. Oh yeah, I was mentioned that the cross is better than the adze. At least when it comes to damage. I don't know if it's more convenient, but it's not like I use it that much. So if you want any of the weapons, you have all of them here. So there's that. Alright. So this place is exclusively here for the arena, not for any other reason. So I guess we can safely ignore this for now. So the place to go was actually probably on the left, if I had to guess. Like on the other side of the clock tower. Yeah, the Die 1,000 Deaths area. Not particularly looking forward to that. So, well, here what I could do to utilize the chances of the teleport is, this is gonna take me to the middle one, so I could explore the things above, and I can also explore the thing that's to the right. Yeah, we can do that. I mean, pretty much now I don't think there's anything that is blocked to me. Oh, this one takes you here. Well, since I'm here, I could check if the door to Dracula is open. I don't think it is. Well, this guy doesn't even tell you it's locked, but that's because he's shy. In reality, it is locked. So yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, let me go back to the teleport though. Is there anything close here that I could pick up? Well, I could go to that area above. Just that something tells me that that's an area that I'm actually intended to go. So I probably will leave it for later. But one thing I could do now are the things that are to the left. You have 2 rooms that require you to go up and 1 room that requires you to move a crate. So I could go for those. You know, doesn't seem like that bad of an idea, I think. Yeah, let's do that. So let's go to the top one first. Wait, this is not the top one. That's where the teleport is. I mean, these are most likely gonna be upgrades and that's it. But any help is welcome for the final boss. Maybe, like, with the fact that I have access to all the cards, the final boss is gonna be a walk in the park, but what if it isn't? Like, if it isn't, at least I wanna make sure I have enough magic to spam him with anything I want to spam him without fearing running out of mana, right? Alright, so first of all, this place. Really? This upgrade? So pretty fucked up to have this enemy here. I'm not sure if the cross is... Well, it's slightly better, I think, but it's nothing out of the ordinary. Also, crazy how useless that whole place is if you don't have any of these 2 upgrades. A good try. Huh, nice, I actually dodged them. Yeah, 2 upgrades. Spam Unicorn Summon until he dies out of boredom. Yeah, technically you could spam Unicorn Summon or any summon and the iframes will make it so you cannot die no matter how hard you try. Okay, so I could go to the room that is to the left of this that you access through the bottom, which seems a little bit annoying because it's like you have to walk a lot. Actually, hold up. This is probably not the case, but will there be a secret in this wall? Just looking at the layout. Probably not, but I wanna find out. Okay, let's kill this asshole, I guess. No secret, and he hit me. Alright, that's fine. Not sure if it's the right call or not. I mean, it's obviously just gonna be an upgrade, but I guess in some here. But at the same time, this teleport, you can access it whenever you want, so it's not like I need to do it now. I don't know. I mean, I could, I guess, whatever. I feel like it's a waste of time, but... I mean, if it's a magic upgrade, it will be useful no matter what. Yeah, it's just a little bit annoying that it's so out of the way, right? At this point, these enemies are not an issue whatsoever. Yeah, this place that was kind of like the entrance to the castle. Okay. What do we have up here? Okay, an HP upgrade. Not bad. Kind of fucked up how the wall champ is completely obsolete by the time that you get the super champ. I mean, you could try saying the same thing about the double champ, but the double champ is always useful because it's like a natural part of the movement, right? So I could go down there, but I'm not gonna go down there. That place is a pain in the ass. Him a leather armor. I think you got the wrong door. You know, thankfully I have a chainmail that seems to be a very decent armor. So I don't think I need anything else for now. So I could either go up there. I'm gonna go up there. Let's not keep delaying it. Wait, am I going the right way? No. No, it's not here, it's through the other side, I guess. Here? It has to be through here. I like the sense of depth that the backgrounds in this game give you. Like, they make it look like this room is gigantic. Well, not this one, but like the previous one makes it look like it's a very, very big room. So that's cool. Okay. So on to here. Here. What do we have here? Is it only an upgrade or is it something more? No, looks like it is something more, actually. This might be the... Oh. I forgot about... Okay, there are a lot of weird things in here. Oh, that cross... Okay, that cross deals some good damage against these guys. I wasn't expecting there to be a weird horse, to be fair. You know, something that I just got reminded I probably should have done is save, and I didn't save. So that might bite me in the ass. What's the closest save then? The only that if I keep going here, I'm probably gonna get my ass kicked. Yeah, no. No. Let me go back and save, because all those upgrades that I got, even though they are nothing out of the ordinary, I don't want to get them again. Yeah, let me go back and save, because I'm most likely getting my ass kicked here. I mean, I could also use the iframe thingy, but it doesn't seem like it should be a problem. Shower you. I'm fine. But yeah, I'm fine as long as I don't get killed there, so that's very relative. So there are these wind guys. Damn, that's a lot of damage. And they don't receive that much damage. All the enemies here are scaled in a way that every time that you meet them for the first time, they look impossible to it, basically. That's kind of the way that the balance works in this game. Okay, I can go here. Can't believe that didn't kill him. The cross seems like it might have been a good acquisition. So this leads to an upgrade. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, 2 upgrades apparently. Oh, the other one is on the other side. Oh wait, is that the only thing this place has? Yeah, it seems to be. Well, this was gonna be a whole new area, but no. It's actually upgrades. Oh, okay, sure. That's how it's gonna be. Yeah, that seems to be the case. Well, I guess I kinda... It's saturated to go back and save, but... I mean, you never know. This was simply a little secret, so that means that my next destination should be on, well, where the other teleport is. Shame that the save is so far, but whatever. I mean, the save is where I need to go anyway, so... so I need to go left for the teleport. Yeah, all the way left. Leave me away, demon. I'm not gonna even try fighting you. It's not my thing. Is this one? No. One lower. So this will take me there. My idea is to also investigate what's on those places above. And here there is a lot of map to unlock. As you can see, there's something up there. Most likely also only upgrades, but wanna see. Well, yeah, up there. Oh wait, hold up. Wait, no secret? No way. Have that wall for no reason? Damn. Okay. And here the enemies are not dangerous whatsoever. Well, that guy used to be dangerous, not anymore. This wall is also not secret. Damn, and now he receives a shit ton of damage. I wonder if you were intended to access this earlier, but without the super jump I don't see how. The HP thingy, and well, there is in the room to the left also something similar that is also most likely just upgrades, but we'll take a look. Wait, no, didn't mean to do that. Is there something up there? Yeah, where that brain is, well, where all of those brains are. It's like good luck getting through that shit. Okay. There is nothing, really? Nothing at all in here? Or is that just for map discovery or what? Like Metro, you just need to use the ice whip. Yeah, you know that I was thinking that when I saw those enemies there, I was like, maybe I'm supposed to freeze them and use them as a platform, but I didn't even bother. Simply because I knew that I would eventually get this upgrade. Yeah, I guess there are a lot of places like that that I could have actually gotten without this. Well, this guy already looks... Yeah, this guy is a lot more dangerous. Zero doubt about that. At least as long as you stay far, he's not gonna hit you. Oh, there's two? Really? I mean, come on. There you go. Okay. More magic for free. And I don't know what else. Clear platform there. And it looked like I went through the wall there. Wait, it seems like it goes to an actual place. Hold up. Let me uncover this. Okay, it just goes back down. Okay, let me go there. It's probably just like a relatively empty room, but might as well check. No, this is actually an important place. Oh, and it even has Vampire Killer. Yeah, this place is meant to be important. I mean, when you hear Vampire Killer is when you know that shit gets real. Oh, and these assholes are here. That's a problem. These guys are annoying. To mention, the movement seems to be very random. Okay, come down here at least. I can hit you. How much health do you have, by the way? I feel like you have more health than the first bosses, you know? So he dropped a cure course. Sure. And there are multiple of these guys. Okay, no. You don't wanna deal with these guys. Keep in mind that if they hurt you, aside from doing a lot of damage, they also prevent you from attacking because they curse you. Okay, so this seems to be the continuation. I wanna see if there's any save, perhaps. Maybe this one? Or does it take to the same place? Well, it doesn't take to the same place, but it takes to another place. What about this one? Well, nothing there, but this takes to another place. Damn it. How am I supposed to know which one is the right one? If I had to take a guess, this one is probably the continuation. Yeah, I'm admin again, indeed. Oh, and this guys petrify you, huh? That's pretty messed up. Well, no problem though. I ain't getting petrified. Huh? Is there a secret here? Not that it looks like it, no. It's insane how many times they recycle Vampire Killer. I mean, it's a very good song, but yeah, they have used this thing a lot of times by now. Right, so this save, does it mean that there's gonna be a boss nearby, or what else could it mean? There is a room here. Oh, with some Dullahans. There is also something down here. It'd be nice if it was a teleport, but no, it's like oh, it's a secret with a Minotaur, and that looks like it will hurt. And there are multiple of them. It's a health upgrade. Yeah, and a library of blood-sucking fiends. So this one, I mean, killing this guy will be a pain in the ass, but for example here, you can very easily cheese him by doing this. There. Go. Don't be shy. There you go. And you can just be here teabagging him. And there's nothing he can do about it. But yeah, at the same time you can tell the insane amount of health he has. Well, it does 1 damage per tick, which is not a lot, but I'm pretty sure that by now he's already in like 100 something, and he's still not dead, so that's a lot. You wanted me to kill him myself. In fact, you know that something tells me... Okay, never mind, he died. At least I level up from that. Funny. Well, I want to see... I hope he doesn't insta-kill me. Well, I saved not that long ago anyways, but... How long it will take if I do this? He doesn't deal an insane amount of damage, it's just that... That thing has a lot of range. No, that's the wrong place to look, dude. Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea to try to face him. And technically the fight is not that big of a deal, but the issue is when you Well, no, when you run into a wall, you can jump over him easily. Okay, so I got that guy organically. Okay, I'm not wasting my time with that other one. And more importantly, here I'm not trying to die, so let me do this. And keep in mind, these guys can petrify, which is a little bit too much for me. So, well, I could go save since I got that upgrade. Yeah, I don't know if the boss comes right after this or if there is another save before whatever boss might come. And as I said, I don't remember what boss is possibly here, guys. I don't think you fight against Hug yet. Like, I think you fight him later, like right before the final boss. I could be wrong. Hey, hold up. How hard are these guys to kill? Doesn't seem like they are worth it simply because of how much they move. Yeah, I don't think it will be worth it at all. You can see that they already have quite a lot of health. Well, at least I downed one of them. It's something. You know, I thought that guy will die too. Okay, got another one. You don't really want to waste time killing those. At least you can dodge them relatively easily, even without using the iframes. Kinda works. So there is another area in here. What? Oh, it's up there, the warp to the left. Oh, these two at the same time? Well, the fire one shouldn't take that long to kill though. The only 2 hits. Yeah, the ice one is way too dangerous. Too many of you. Ouch. Getting hit by the fire one, if anything, is a blessing. Gives you free iframes pretty much. Okay, I'm not gonna kill all of you. So I saw a door above. So this eventually will lead to a dead end, so... Oh, look who we have here. Well, I didn't want to see you in another game, but I guess here we are. Okay, man, that's no damage, pretty much. Alright, let's try to ignore that enemy, and that one again, and that other one again. We can ignore those guys. That's a mana upgrade. Yeah, these are the typical that you might as well just ignore. No reason not to. But I'm a little bit afraid here because unless there is another save, if I'm gonna have to fight a boss here, the boss walk is a little bit long. But we will see. Okay, so we have more armor. Oh, these are the dark ones. So probably the last type of armors in the game, huh? Yeah, that looks like it's gonna be an insta-kill. I mean, the Holy Knights, or well, armors were also an insta-kill, you know? Okay, so this still keeps going up, surprisingly. And look at how fast they attack. Is there something here? No. Not at all. Yeah, and at this point in the iframes you can tell that the mana consumption is pretty much non-existent. So not a problem. So they shoot like 4 times in a row here. Okay, this is where the boss most likely is, so probably want to explore here first. This might be the save. No, it is an upgrade. Yeah, a lot of very annoying guys here. A very lame upgrade. Not to mention that, you know that getting a heart upgrade, differently from every other type of upgrade, it doesn't max out your hearts. It only gives you like 5 of them or whatever. That's pretty lame, if you ask me. Now, I feel like I remember trying to deal with these armors and getting very fucked every time. No, the boss is here. That's interesting. So wait, if the save is not on the other place, I'm kinda fucked here. To put it lightly. Interesting guy. Well, this doesn't seem like it will lead to a save. No, well, it leads to a teleport. Problem is that here the boss run is gonna be so unbelievably annoying because none of the saves here are that close to a teleport, you know? So that will be a little bit annoying. I could still teleport to the middle one to see what's on the right. But yeah, aside from that, I don't think it's still very shitty no matter what. Okay, this is the one I wanted. I could unequip this for a little bit. I'm level 30, so I guess I'm not that different from the level I was when I beat the game on the normal mode. We'll be closer though. So the save is down there. Well, first let me explore this. That's just an upgrade. I wonder what's on the other side though. Well, we already see a witch. And here they made the witches old. They didn't make them hot like in Symphony of the Night. They just made them the classic ugly witch. So I don't know where that takes. Or maybe it's the other side from the place up there on that other, like, could be the exit of the arena maybe. Yeah, it could be maybe. Well, sure, pretty cool. Anyways. In fact, that arena probably has those multiple exits, like you can exit on the same place you enter, or to the right, or through here, I guess. Okay, so I'm gonna save. And then I guess I will have to do this boss run every time that I wanna attempt that boss. Maybe the boss is not even that bad. I want to believe it's not gonna be that bad. That is the area. Well, before doing that though, I could explore those 2 areas that are like in the middle of the place above this one that I didn't explore, just to give some, you know, completion to it, I guess. Because I mean, if they are upgrades, they are gonna be easy to get, so might as well get them. Wow, nice. It's just simply going up here, a little bit more to the left. A little bit annoying though that the layout is the one that it is here. Start using the admin mode. Yeah. I mean, these guys are simply not worth killing. I mean, they are not even fun to fight anyways. I could fight those guys instead, but it really is whatever. What's in here? Is this all for an item? Well, an upgrade, I mean. It might be. So, you know, the interesting thing about this is that even if you didn't have the iframes that I have right there, you know that you can simply, in fact, I'll show you. You can simply jump over these guys. It's not like you need the iframes to ignore them, you know? Because you might be thinking that I'm super cheesing this thing. Well, you can very easily cheese this without iframes just fine. You know? Iframes are not needed here to cheese. Alright, and then there's one above. This, I'm assuming it's a shorter room. As Minotaurs. So the Minotaurs might give an interesting amount of experience, but I don't think they are worth killing. Okay, so that'll work. So yeah, here the annoying thing will be, if this is a hard boss, doing this boss run every single time will be very annoying. Now, the one thing I could do here is I could go all the way down. There is another place that is most likely gonna have another upgrade. I mean, here what you will want to do is go to a warp, but we can do that later. But it is not even the right place, isn't it? These rooms that are very big but have a lot of walls and divisions are a little bit annoying. It's fine. So here I could fall all the way down. Oh, they also made imps appear here, huh? Pretty funny. Well, and this is yet again another one of those big rooms, so I want to go to the very bottom right. Guess you gotta figure out the path. Yeah, I'm not there yet, but then this path is more annoying than I thought. If I knew it was gonna be that annoying, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But at least it's a mana upgrade, so it's useful by default. And from here, I mean, I think ironically the fastest way back to the teleport is to go to the teleport on the left instead of going back to the one in the middle. Yeah, let me do that. So yeah, it's this way. I guess at some point this mode, with the magics that you have available, it becomes quite easy. I mean, that's the whole point of playing this mode. It's a very cheesy mode. Right. So on to here, okay. Well, another problem here is that to go to the place that I want to go, which is all the way up there, I essentially have to cycle through all the teleports first. That's also quite annoying, because I'm gonna save here. The thing is that saving here is... I mean, it's far and whatnot, but... It's on the... It's the one place that it's the furthest one from where I need to go. I mean, maybe the boss is super easy. I mean, after all, I don't remember what boss is there. It's most likely just gonna be Hug. But yeah, I don't know if it was Hug or not. If it was Hug, it's probably gonna be an easy boss fight. Okay. Keep teleporting. This is the right one. Well, I mean, having the iframes makes the boss run a non-issue in terms of getting hit, but I'm surprised I had the patience to do this shit. Is this guy too hard to beat? What attacks do you have aside from that? You can teleport. Well, it's annoying enough to not be worth worrying about. That's pretty much it. Here is the boss. I mean, I'm gonna equip most likely this. See how it goes. I hope the cutscene at least is not long. So it's against Hug. Well, the cutscene is short enough. Oh, he has a cross. And a knife. Problem is that attacking him with the whip, it takes so fucking long for the whip to land. But you can go up here. Can he follow you? Like, can I just chill here and that's it? Like, for example, if I wanted to heal, I could simply like summon the unicorn up here, like with the safety of not being able to get hit no matter what. That's a little bit dumb, if you ask me. If you can just go back to safety, heal, and then go back to the fight, like, what are you doing? Hey, sure, why not? Unless he also heals, which I wouldn't know since I'm not seeing him, but I kinda doubt it. I'm ready. Thanks for waiting. Very generous of you. The problem of this boss fight is simply how bad the whip is. Like, as I said before, this has to be the worst iteration of the vampire killer that I've seen. Like, this thing takes so long to swing. Really feels like it's a defective vampire killer. Okay, the knife ironically might be the most dangerous weapon to use. Okay, give me a second, Hug, don't worry about it. I'm gonna be with you in just a little bit, yeah. No problem, just let me heal real quick, I'll be there. What were they thinking with this, by the way? Because I mean, it's not like these platforms here are an accident, like they put them there themselves, right? And at this point, you cannot access this area without having the jump, so you obviously can get here, so I don't know what they were thinking. Or maybe they weren't thinking, I guess that's a more fitting explanation. The lack of a backdash also makes this fight quite hard. Well, not super hard, mind you. Annoying enough. That's something that you will normally backdash. Oh. Ooh, the cross. Okay. For some reason, the cross deals a lot of damage. It's like I'm the devil or something. It's fine, don't worry about it. There's something that I noticed is that, well, the whip is extremely slow, right? But it also means that it has some active frames while it's still fully extended, so he can get hit by that. No, Mercury and the other one. This one. Okay. I have no idea if he's healing while I'm doing this. I mean, he shouldn't. For what I understand, he doesn't have that ability. But if he is, that will be a little bit embarrassing, as I will just be repeating this for no rhyme or reason. Look at how he runs away from that little curse cloud. That's pretty funny. Ah, fuck. At least the sword attack doesn't... Oh, what the hell? Okay, that was dangerous. Pretty sure that deals... Okay, he's starting to get cute. Also, I can heal here. I don't think he can even reach me here. It's not like I have to go all the way up. Well, he might reach me here with the ads. Because I seen him jump when using the ads. Even if he's doing it, you know, I have iframes anyway, so it wouldn't work. Yeah, he's trying with the ads. You could see it for a little bit. Yeah, that ain't gonna work, buddy. Alright. Back again. Oof, nice dodge. I don't remember if he had a second phase or not here. I hope not. It's important that he doesn't do that attack when you are cornered. That will be a problem. How much health will you have, mister? Seem to have quite a lot. I'm also not sure if this is the most optimal way of damaging him. I mean, most likely not. I mean, this is the thing that I've been using for almost every boss, you know? But if it's not the most optimal, not sure what other one could be more optimal. Ooh, that almost hit me. Oh, I think I got him. Oh, he has a second phase, I guess. That's a problem. But now he's blinking. And he has other attacks. And those are... Okay. So now he's getting stronger. It's essentially making the attack stronger. Alright. Well, that means that being here is no longer fully safe, is it? Because by being here, if he uses the knives, they will track you all the way up here. Sure. They can track me all the way up here, I don't mind. Okay, let's do this. This one, I feel like if I don't use something better, I'm getting my ass kicked 100%. At least with the knives you can still do the jump to get away from them. So the knife attack, he has like 2 knives attack. And yeah, that deals a lot. Oh, he can heal. But he can heal if he hits me with that, I'm assuming. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna heal, but I need a better strategy here. Because this one is not gonna cut it. I'm not sure what strategy though. Like, he moves a lot, so using the serpent familiar wouldn't be a good idea, but what else could I use? I mean, I could use a big summon like the unicorn, but to attack, I guess. I'm not really sure though. Well, I could use one of the other familiars, so no, that's not a good idea either. I could use a gun. How much damage is that? No, but the gun is super slow. I doubt that this shit is useful. Like, look at how slow it is. Ah, fuck, and I'm getting hit like a moron. No, that's not worth it at all. Alright, hold up, I need to heal again. That's the thing, those are the kind of things that you cannot know how useful they are or not until you use them. So unfortunately, it's a bit of trial and error, and yeah, that one is useless. Simply because of how slow it is, but he's very dangerous in this state, that's the issue. So I'm not really sure. I mean, I could keep the same strategy I was using, but with how fierce the attacks are right now, I feel like this is gonna end up getting me killed. I mean, the biggest issue are those phantom knives attacks. Like, the other ones are mostly manageable, but that one... Especially, well, he doesn't really heal that much from that, but still annoying. Yeah, not to mention he does it above me. No, okay. You can kinda dodge shit like that. Probably should heal. I mean, it's a lame way of doing the fight, but I don't think I have a much better idea. Oh, well, I had the iframes there, so the knives completely missed. I mean, another thing I could do here is spam things like the arrow, like, you know, the attacks I used in the previous bosses, but the issue with that strategy is that this guy constantly chases you, so at some point he will deal contact damage no matter what, and that wouldn't be good. This shit again. Come on. At least, yeah, the amount he heals is inconsequential. Like, he heals very little. So that's good. Like, 8 per knife hit is nothing. I'm also thinking maybe I could use the Holy Whip, because maybe he might be resistant to darkness. Though we already seen that usually is not the case, but I could make an attempt, especially considering that the attacks that happen afterwards don't hit him that much since he's constantly moving. I'm gonna have to do that twice. Wow, that doesn't do shit, dude. That does not do fucking shit. And that knife is very hard to dodge. In fact, I'm not even sure how you will be intended to... Ah, fuck. That was a... Fuck that move. Okay, well, right there I couldn't capitalize in the damage afterwards, my bad. And you know that some of the other boss fights I beat them in a very lame way, but I think this one takes the cake. Like, I'm being so lame here is actually mind-blowing. Like, very, very lame. Yeah, I mean... Right now it's the only way I can think to beat him. Oh, these knives again. Yeah, it's easily the... Ah, that's... Fuck. He ended up hitting me too. No. No, I didn't. Fuck. You can see that it's quite criminal the amount of health this guy has. Keep in mind that with the Holy combination, like using the Holy Whip, the damage I deal was like, what, 9 or less per hit? So imagine if I try to beat this guy normally. I really have to rewatch my normal playthrough to see how I was able to deal with these guys, because even though here I'm weaker physically, I don't think that the difference is immense, right? Fuck, nice dodge, dude. No, man, that attack is... It's so annoying because... There's not much you can do to dodge shit in the first place. It's okay. It will eventually go down. Though I wonder how many minutes I've been here. Probably 15 minutes, if I had to guess. So dying here will be heartbreaking. At least if I were to die, I would look for a less lame strategy. Not because of the lameness in itself, but rather because of the insane amount of time it takes. That's the real issue here. Okay. Oof, damn, we're pretty close, fuck. Like, I'm spending more time in this fight trying to be away from him than actually fighting him. That attack is... I mean, if he only had any of the other attacks, it wouldn't be a problem. Like, I could easily even beat him without resorting to healing, but... And I probably will still heal regardless, so the point is that I will find it doable, but with that attack with the phantom knives... Though maybe you can hit the knives, I didn't try doing that actually. Like, maybe they are not like invincible projectiles, so you can actually take them down. But I personally don't know. He's gonna do the knife attack again. Okay, maybe I missed, but it didn't really look like it. Well, not to mention that if I miss, that's a problem in itself, because it means that it's not reliable. God damn it. I'm afraid of getting hit by those crosses. It tells me that that will be close to an insta-death. Wow, interesting dodges. Ah, fuck. Yeah, the contact damage is also not very nice. And we are still here. I haven't used my crosses at all. Like, I would assume that here, especially for a guy that doesn't jump at all, the cross will be useful against him, but... Just that I cannot imagine, well, not to mention that while he's receiving the additional damage from the Dark Whip, he cannot receive any other type of damage, so that's the main issue for the crosses here, I guess. Got his ass, damn. That took a while. How many levels are those? Well, 3. It seems that that's the golden rule, 3. Yeah, that was a very lame fight, I'm sorry, but it's either that or... I mean, regardless of what I do, it's gonna be lame. This one just managed to be very lame, but it could have also been worse, you know? And don't moan on me, Hug, please. Nathan is not very good at argumenting after all, huh? Like, he just tells Solar to shut up, and he's right, you know? Yeah, whatever you say, go fuck yourself. So this is gonna be the final item, yeah, the key to the last key. So it's funny that you say the last key as if I ever pick any other key before this one. But yeah, with this we have all the items and that takes you to the final boss essentially. So, well, as this game is, let me get the iframes here. Well, the iframes, the invincibility, guys. doing the... Well, this is also fucked up in the original game. If you don't have this combination, like, going back here and not dying, dude... Because it's not even... Like, it's the only boss in the whole game that doesn't have a save even close to be near. So, yeah. That's pretty fucked up. Thankfully here I have nothing to fear thanks to this thing, but... Pretty fucked up, no matter how you look at it. Okay, it's here. And once you are past those armors, you have this shit. And I really... You know what? I really should look my previous playthrough of this thing. I know that I absolutely hate this game the first time I played it, and I still hate it the second time, but I just want to know how I dealt with it. Not just how salty I got, because I probably got quite salty, but like, what did I do, like, what's the word? Execution-wise to beat it, right? That's what I'm curious about. So, another problem here is that this boss run also sucks, because yet again here, the best thing you can do is teleport to the middle, and from then go to the save and then use that teleport, because the closest save here that is up there is not close at all. I could try though. I mean, maybe hard to tell if it will be closer, it's just that this room is annoying. Hey, let me check. I guess it's around the same amount of time that you waste. And you can easily ignore all the enemies. I think even without this invincibility you can ignore. It's down here, yeah. Okay, I can try using this save. Wait, this is not the right spot, damn it. If I didn't have this invincibility, I feel like I would have already died 10 times. Alright. So, for what I remember, as I already mentioned before, you have a boss before the final boss that is supposed to just be Dracula, and then you have, well, Dracula again, but this time more powerful. And looking at my current level, which is 33, like, the fight before the actual final boss also gives you around 3 levels when you beat it. So I'm probably gonna be very close to the previous playthrough, even though I killed a significantly lower amount of enemies. But yeah, it's what I told you, like, the only place where it's worth it to level up is against bosses. Leveling up against normal enemies, well, it's something that you will eventually do if your idea is farming items, especially the cards. Ceremonial room. Maybe there's not gonna be... No, I'm pretty sure there is a boss run in here. It is simply like a fancy entrance, but I don't think there is a save. Yeah, indeed, no save, like you just get fucked. Then we have regular Dracula as the first fight. Oh, I think that this cutscene also plays every time you attempt to fight Dracula, but only in this phase. The actual final boss has no cutscene that I remember. We'll see how... This is the classical Dracula fight. Wait, do you even need to headshot this guy? Maybe not. Doesn't look like you need. Well, it is the same song from Rondo of Blood. Okay, that attack is not like the others. Let me tell you that. This is most likely the best attack I have for this. Because the other one will be the serpent attack, but I don't think it will be better than this one, really. So he has only those 3 attacks, or does he have something else? Wow. This fucking ceiling got me, that's fucked up. Okay, that's the only attack that is dangerous here. Everything else is very easy to dodge. Will you let me heal Dracula real quick? No, he won't. He will not let me. Alright, that was my bad. The only dangerous attack there is the electric one. Because the other, like the fire won't hit me because of the stupid ceiling, but if you're conscious about that, it should be fine. Considering that he is not really that active so long, using any summon is probably not a good idea. I think ideally here, if you want to get rid of the ceremonial room message, you probably want to go back and save once you get there. But yeah, unfortunately this cutscene will play every time here. It's fine. I don't remember if Harmony of Dissonance had cutscene skip. I hope it did. It would be nice. You know, such a novel concept, right? Skipping cutscenes. So that one I don't think I even need to jump. I think I just need to... No, I don't think it's enough to crouch. Well, maybe it is enough to... I don't know if you can make them go away by spinning your whip, though. Doesn't really look like it. Wait, just to make sure I don't need to jump, wanna check what happens if I... Yeah, you don't need to headshot them, and then again I got fucked. Problem is that it's my reaction. I see an attack like that and the first thing that comes to my mind is jump. But it seems like right there it's pretty clear you're intended to crouch. I'll try not to jump. Though I might still get hit. It looks like it will be very close either way. On the right side, the other 2 attacks are also very easy to dodge, so let's say that I crouch and I'm supposed to dodge any of the other attacks, it still should be fine. There's enough time to correct that. I like how the Dracula here just looks like, you know, like a fancy old man. He doesn't even look evil. Just looks like an actor. Well, maybe it was drawn from an actor, most likely. If I had to take a guess. Okay, yeah, stay there. These are all supposed to be bats, by the way. It's just that they are elemental bats. And really, oh, that didn't... If that thing hits too late, it seems that you don't even, like, curse him to get the continuous hits later. Hard to tell when it happens. The problem is that we're still gonna be here for quite a while, because as easy as this fight might be, he still has a lot of health. So yeah, expect to be here for a while. I fucked up, it's fine. I didn't get hit. No problem. I wouldn't be surprised if this guy even has... Ah, fuck you. If he has more health than Hug, he cool. I don't think he has a second phase in this particular fight though. I mean, the second phase is essentially another fight altogether. Ah, nice miss, dude. As if you didn't need the damage. You know, no need for it, I guess. Ah, fuck, okay. That's too close. Being in the middle is probably the worst thing that can happen there. Damn it, dude. It's so fucked up because it really is the case that the electric attack is not like the others. It's very clearly harder, without a doubt. Here I could also heal when he's about to attack. Since when he's about to attack, I know that I will have iframes for as long as I need. So yeah, I guess I could do that. Because otherwise having to retry this every time with the very probable amount of damage that I need to finish the fight, it's gonna take very long, you know. It doesn't seem like a good idea. Will this allow me to fully heal? Not quite, I'll take it. So yeah, let's do it like this. Well, I could try the cross. Actually, the cross deals a good amount of damage. Just that I also know how... Ah, man, I can't stop jumping when I shouldn't. As I was gonna say, I don't know if I want to save the cross for the other phase. Damn, that still hit me, god damn it. I feel like I won't save it for the next phase though. I think I probably want to use it here. Not to mention that the other phase, differently from this one, moves a lot, so the cross is probably better fitting for this. And here I could actually shoot the cross and immediately heal afterwards, right? Yeah, that works. Doesn't seem like a bad idea, I guess. Oh, I messed up. I kinda froze on the spot. I didn't know what input to do, my bad. Okay, I tried actually summoning the cross there and it didn't let me, so I guess my bad again. Though, here I guess if I'm gonna do that with the cross, I might as well use the Holy Whip, right? Still unsure how good this strategy is. Probably not much. Okay, well I got him at least. And how many levels? 3, maybe 4? No, not 4. So, yeah. I think here he opens a portal and you don't want to go in there. This is a bait. No, don't go there. Well, maybe this guy warns you about it. No, see, this asshole is telling you to go right away. Yeah, and this other asshole also says that. That's very messed up. Like, these guys are encouraging you to not save. No, I won't, or at least not yet. Let me... Fucking asshole, that's unbelievable. Like, the game encourages you to lose progress. Very messed up. I'm glad I can think for myself, but... It's messed up. They really set you up for failure. Very, very messed up. Well, at least the good thing here is that only the final boss remains. The bad thing is that the final boss, for what I remember, was very hard, and it took me like multiple hours to beat. Now that every card is available, it's probably not gonna be that bad. Wait. Am I gonna get killed by these guys? Nah, I won't. Of course I won't. Well, by default I'm gonna equip this classic combination, Mercury Black Dog, but... I don't know. Like, I remember that the final boss is a fight where you move a lot, and specifically it's a fight where you use the champ special a lot. Because it's, well, you will see when I get there. And if I'm not mistaken, he had 2 phases on this fight that comes here. But it's been a very long time. All I know is that he has an insane amount of health. Let's try now. So it's the legendary song that plays on the game select screen. Basically fight the demon form of Dracula. Wow. You actually get insta-killed by that. Nice. Pretty cool, I gotta say. Damn. I'm a little bit speechless after that. And how could I not be? Yeah, that was something. Alright, that's fine, don't worry about it. There will be a cheese strategy. I just need to figure it out. Also, he only is vulnerable when the eye shows up. You wanna... Wait, how many? Okay, he does 4. No, why did you miss? He uses some bubbles. Very weird bubbles. Okay, contact damage is quite deadly. Oh, I'm completely trapped. Oh yeah, this attack, I remember it. That attack, I remember it for being super annoying. Fuck. I'm not sure what to use here. I don't think that this attack is gonna be worth it at all. Because, I mean, you have to risk yourself by going close, but... Using the summons, considering how small the hitbox is, also doesn't seem like a good idea. I guess it depends on the summon, because the iframes here are very necessary, but I guess I could check the encyclopedia. Because if I want to use one of those summons, because none of these are probably gonna be useful at all. Like, transform into stone and become invulnerable. That's weird. But yeah, no, I don't think any of this will help whatsoever. Like, it will have to be one of the summons. Like, one of these. I would like to try the comet, I guess. Tornado, I don't know. Lightning ball? Well, it says it's thrown. Like, the iframes are the important thing here, and this one seems to behave in the same way that this one behaves. I will try that. Well, this one is healing. Yeah, that's not really. Well, the problem is that the final boss has probably different type of damages there, so I don't think it's gonna be useful. And then you have the familiars. The problem is that the familiars require me to be close to him, and that's exactly what you don't want. And then you have the full screen summons. Oh, you item crash. That's interesting. But yeah, these ones, I don't think they are gonna be useful. Well, this one is interesting, using mind power and not hearts, but nah. Yeah, I'll try to do the comet thingy and see how good it is. So that's Apollo plus cockatrice. Or cockatrice, I don't know how you pronounce that word. So Apollo is here. I don't expect this to work well, but at this point you have to test. What's pretty clear is that almost anything he does is an insta-kill. That damage is pretty shit. I mean, if I'm gonna use this, it seems like it's a better idea to just use the falling arrows. I don't think that staying there for this attack is the right call. Yeah, no, it isn't. I think that for the laser you gotta stay far. But instead of using that, I guess I rather try the arrow of lights. Problem is that the arrow of lights, as I say, they have a lot of spread, but he can only get hit in one spot. Though I don't know if the damage will be superior to the comet. Maybe not, maybe yes. That's what I'm here to try. I don't know if the rising spears will be useful too. Maybe not. I don't know. No, don't do that. Okay. Well, it seems that it hits him well, but yeah, I guess it could work. Also, I'm poisoned, by the way. Okay, you can stay up here and that thing is not gonna hit you, but you can hit him. And yeah, it seems that this thingy deals more damage than his other shit. And the most important thing is that, well, yeah, not getting hit by that is the most important thing, I guess. Alright, let me equip that and save. I think that this is very possibly the winning strategy. A very lame one, but you can see that I'm getting insta-kill by pretty much everything. So yeah. But not to mention that in the original game I didn't have the chance of being in a different... Well, I guess I could hit him with the ads in the original game, but it's like whatever. The cross item crash could be good too, I guess. I mean, the cross item crash is the one that he summons cross from the bottom. Just that I don't think I can do many of them, probably. That's a problem. The real issue of that attack is, even if you have iframes, it lasts for so long that it can easily not be enough. This is the one with the poison, yeah. Well, the one with the poison, this one also gets rid of it, so... yeah, this has to be the right strategy. It's the meteor, the only attack that I don't really know how to deal with. I mean, aside from trying to get lucky. Keep in mind that these are not the only 3 attacks he has. Later on he has like a dash that is quite dangerous. And the only way to dodge it is like by jumping far. I remember, like, it's essentially an insta-give if you don't know it's coming. That's the main issue with it. It pretty much is an insta-give. I think the movement was quite obvious though. I mean, it's quite obvious once you know it's about to come. If you don't know it's coming, you're gonna eat it no matter what. That meteor attack is the issue here. In fact, I don't even know what I did to avoid the meteors. Maybe you could swing your whip. Like, will that work? Maybe. Maybe not. Probably not. I don't know, really. I guess this path wasn't as long as I thought. I mean, the boss run, it's relatively short, all things considered. What's especially free, I mean, the meteor is the only non-free attack here. As long as you can avoid getting hit by the meteor attack, you're gonna be fine. Because this poison from up here doesn't do anything. This thing is the issue. And since the meteors are so random, it's not like you have a way to calculate exactly when to start the attack to abuse the iframes. Like, the best thing you can do is to try your best at reusing the attack as soon as you land. Like, that's the only thing that you can use as a defense. So there I could start the attack a lot sooner. It's not like I have to wait until he opens the eye. Because the attack will take a while to reach him, at least when he's on the right side. On the right side, a meteor is not enough to kill you. Like, it's 2 meteors that kill you. Uh-oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Very badly, in fact. That's still not enough to hit me, though. Okay, though, for the next one, let me be here so he comes down. Come down. There you go. Oof. The iframes there were on my side. Well, at least whenever he does the dash forward, I can also use the iframes from that attack to avoid it. It probably will be very risky though. And I don't know exactly when he will do it. Because, you know, I've been expecting it all this time, but he's not really doing it, so... Oh, there it is. Okay, he changes color, so you can tell easily when it's gonna happen. Whew. Okay, he gives you less time than I was expecting. At least with the iframes you can easily dodge it, though how many times are you gonna do it? Are you done? Uh-oh. Oh, I almost forgot about that. That he turns into a bunch of bats. Well, into a bunch of bats and an eye. But at least this attack is good. But, poof. It's probably a waste of meter to use that attack to dodge the dash, though. It's pretty clear that this is the attack that is gonna carry me. This attack is not hard to dodge by simply jumping. I mean, it's the intended way of doing it. And that way I don't waste that much mana that it's gonna be useful for this. And it's perfect because it hits all the bats. Okay, he's gonna do it again. So I think that this is most likely his last phase, though. Like, I don't think he has another one after this. Or at least I hope he doesn't. Okay, that guy dealt quite some damage. I don't think another one should kill me, hopefully. But I think he won't. I mean, it's hard to tell. Like, my health is halfway. But I don't know if it's halfway. Sorry, my bad. If it's a little bit to the left or a little bit to the right. I find it hard to tell. Also, how is it going? High pay me. Yeah, don't worry. We have magician mode cheese here. As you can see, you don't need to do much. Just use this beautiful card combination. Oh, I fucked up. No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. We're fine. We are totally fine. Okay. Where are you? There you are. Ooh, I'm not fine now. But yeah, it's good to know that at least it doesn't kill you in 2 bats. It needs 3. So here, I should start healing. Pretty much. What is that? I mean, this might cuck me. No, it lasts for a very long time. Like, it can withstand 2 of those dash attacks, but the problem is that when this guy comes down flying with the bats, doing this... I don't know if that's the best idea. I mean, the worst thing that can happen here is losing... Yeah, exactly. That's the worst that can happen. Like, losing the iframes the moment that he is dashing. And I tried immediately doing that again and I couldn't. But, I mean, this is the strategy pretty much. I don't know if it's the best one, but it's looking like the best one. But yeah, if you have this card combination high pay me, you can cheese that very well. Apollo Unicorn. Problem is that I don't remember how you were supposed to get the cards in the original game, but I cannot imagine it being easy. Because they are from enemy drops, I remember that, but don't know exactly which one drops Unicorn. But I can assume that it's probably gonna take a while to drop. Essentially, that's the strat. Well, now I have to do that without getting hit too much, you know? The healing is probably not worth it here, pretty much. I'm still curious to know how the fuck I did this in the normal mode. Because yeah, believe it or not, in the normal mode, I managed to beat this. How? I don't know. Like, I will have to really watch it. I really will have to go back and watch that playthrough and see what sort of magic I employed. This cheese was not available on that mode, you know? Yeah, I'm assuming that this boss is the reason why a lot of people didn't beat this game. I will say that this is probably one of the hardest final bosses in the series. Because you have, for example, like, I remember the final boss from Area of Sorrow being hard. But the thing about Area of Sorrow is that you have so many... what's it called? Like, you have so many potions that you can spam that it's not a problem, but in this game you don't have a shop. You don't even have the concept of money, so you can get potion as an enemy drop, but you cannot get potion whenever you want. Like, you will have to farm it. In fact, right now I think the only healing item I have is literally a single potion. A single potion that recovers 20 points of HP, that obviously by this point of the game is a completely worthless amount, you know? So yeah, pretty cool. That's so unlucky. For the meteor shit, I don't think there's... like, you just gotta get lucky. Well, you know, really complain considering how much easier this shit is making the fight. I think 24 maple donuts were too much. I'm pretty sure that 24 donuts of any kind will be too much, you know? Come on, dude. You need to have a little bit of self-control when eating. Hey, of course 24 donuts is a lot, are you kidding me? The idea is, you know, donuts are the kind of things that, I mean, it depends on the size, but for the most part, like, you always want to be moderate with those kind of things, because they are quite, you know, heavy. I don't know if heavy is the word, but they are things that definitely take a lot of space in your stomach. Yeah, you gotta be moderate with those. If it's the meteor, it's like you kinda have to wait until the first one falls before doing that, and that's so annoying. It feels like once you get hit once by a meteor, you might as well restart. Because healing with the unicorn takes so long and you're most likely gonna get hit again anyways. About 200 grams each. Yeah, I don't know how much that is, but it probably is a lot. Yeah, you gotta take care of yourself, you know? No, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, that's fine. I guess in my case, I'm also the absolute opposite of that. I tend to eat very little in most cases. I mean, not to the point of being anorexic, obviously, but I usually eat very little of everything, or rather of anything, I guess would be the right word to use. So otherwise I end up feeling heavy. Obviously, it's not a nice thing to feel. I prefer feeling light, you know? So then, how long are you gonna take to switch? The faces, god damn it. What a dipshit. Ooh, that was close. Hey, look at that. I feel like at this point you would have already shifted, no? You didn't shift. Okay, now he shifted. Alright. Keep in mind that he barely gives you time to react to this. Well, if you know it's coming, it shouldn't be a problem. Wait, but hold up, here I fucked up. You're supposed to, yeah, stand there, in a place where you can actually land. The problem is that here I cannot take any more hits. And you have these bats that aim at you. I mean, it's easy to not get hit by them, I guess, but the problem is when he leaves the screen. When he leaves the screen, just like with any other boss in the game that leaves the screen, you cannot tell how dangerous it's gonna be. Not to mention that you have moments like that one where you think that he's already gone and suddenly one of the bats aims at you like that and it takes you by surprise, you know? Okay. Also, a lot of times he wants to do that more times than others, like more times in a row than others. Like he cannot make up his mind. That might be bad. Okay, I will have to use it like this, that's fine, no problem. Thankfully that attack, differently from the long summons like the unicorn, doesn't last for that long, so you can use it for a brief amount of time and you're gonna be fine. Uh-oh. That's fine. You gotta have the DS quick roll by going underweight. I don't know about the DS. I'm mostly talking about the health aspect, you know? There are also some timings here that could be very bad. For real. Some very fucked up timings. Because he gets close to you, and even if you kill some of the bats with this thing, they get respawn and you end up getting hit again, you know? And that's obviously an issue. I do wonder though, because you know that there are a lot of card combinations. I wonder if there's one that, I mean, obviously I saw all of them in the encyclopedia, but if there's one that is super broken and the encyclopedia doesn't really, like, will never give you the impression that it's broken. Because yeah, I'm using this, but there's probably a way better combination, and I wouldn't know it, you know? That's the thing. There could be like a super good combination that I'm not using, and who will know? But yeah, this combination seems good enough for now. I mean, this thing, like, I'm pretty sure that you could use it in the entirety of the game and it will work fine. Like, it's not just on bosses, like it will work on normal enemies pretty fine. Everyone from the penultimate card. You mean the unicorn or you mean the big summons one? Yeah, because I actually didn't use the summons. I mean, aside from unicorn to heal myself. Oh, that was very close. Aside from unicorn to heal myself, I haven't really used any of the big summons, so I wonder if they will be a lot better here. Is that this asshole also moves a lot, and the big summons also have the issue that, like, it stays active for a long time, which means that the timing could fuck you up for this attack. Like, you might get out of your iframes on the worst spot possible. Like, it's very, very possible for that to happen. It's fine. Big summons are death incarnate. I guess it's something that I could try. I didn't try in the whole game to use big summons. But maybe I'm missing out. It's as I say here. Here, I feel like if I use a big summon, like, I'm gonna lose iframes when he does this dash and I'm dead. But like, it already happened with Unicorn. It's just that Unicorn doesn't attack, but I mean, the iframes work in the same way as any other summon, I'm assuming. Has very low attack, your mileage might vary. I will assume that those guys should most likely be affected by int, right? Or are they actually affected by attack? It would be a little bit weird if a summon is not affected by int. I can't believe that. I input when I was still in iframes, so I didn't get the champ. Man, that's so annoying, dude. Fuck me. I mean, that's one of the cases where the iframes lasted for a very long time. What I should have done there is done another summon instead of try to champ, since it was so late. I went too risky, and well, I ended up dying anyways. It was still a misinput, though I could have still done shit, but I didn't. That's so annoying, because this shit takes so long, you know? That's the real problem here. Just takes such an insane amount of time to go through this shit. It's fine. It will be like that, I guess. Well, in fact, we can time it. So right now we are at 2 hours 6 of stream time. Well, I guess I should remember the number 6. 6 is the number here. So with 6. How many minutes does it take to reach the second phase is one of the things that I want to know, I mean. And the other one is, if I manage to beat this guy, how long until he dies, you know? I think in both cases it will be interesting to measure. Because it's obviously a very ridiculous amount, well, at least with this strategy. I mean, this strategy is already cheesy enough. Imagine if I was actually trying to beat him normally, how annoying it would be. Well, how annoying, how close to impossible it would be. Okay. Yeah, remember the number 6, the magical number. The number that likes both 2 and 3. Is it the son of 2 and 3? No, 6, that's the number to remember. But it's also the amount of damage that sometimes I deal with some... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, okay, no, that's fine. Because him doing this attack here actually doesn't reach you for some weird reason. Come here. Nice. This shit again. Ooh, very close there too. Only by a little bit. Magician mode multiplies most stats by 0.5 or 0.7. Well, except for int. Like int you have it quite high in here. That shouldn't be a problem. Okay, so that took 3 minutes of this guy entering the second phase. That's not that much, all things considered. Like, it could be a lot worse. Like 3 minutes is, I mean, for a single phase it's a little bit outrageous, but I thought it was gonna be worse. Now the question is how long it's gonna take until it goes down, assuming I can manage to kill him. What's pretty clear is that I cannot survive a single dash. What I can survive easily is a bat. Like the bat deals, like I can survive 3 bats. So that's good to know. But yeah, that dash, you easily saw that it was an insta-kill. So yeah, we cannot fuck around with that dash. Like that dash has to be dodged no matter what. Whether it's by actually moving out of the way like I've been doing, or it is by using iframes, you have to not get hit by it. If you wanted to play it extra safe, you could equip like the card combination that makes you invincible every time he's about to do the dash. I mean, doing that is an absolute pain in the ass. So I wouldn't recommend it. Okay, so as long as you keep spamming this attack the first time you see him, you spot him there. So you use the attack and then you keep spamming it even when he's not close on the screen. You keep spamming it and you do it a certain amount of times and it seems that that's enough to end right as he's about to do the dash attack. So I think that that's the right idea. Maybe, though sometimes he also approaches you a lot sooner than some other times, so that was bad. That attack, as damaging as it looked, I can tank one more of that without dying. So that's good. Though that was very asshole-ish what he did there, I guess. He essentially got nets to me with not much margin for me to do anything. I mean, if your strategy is moving away instead of abusing iframes, it probably wouldn't be an issue, but my strategy here is abusing iframes, I guess. I really wonder, yes. This other phase most likely will not take 3 minutes. This will probably take more than 3 minutes. Well, in fact, it's already, like, we reached the 3-minute mark right now. Since it switched to the second phase. It's definitely more than what it takes to go from first phase to second. The one that it takes for him to die on the second phase. Obviously, not in total. But in total, obviously, it is a lot more too, obviously. Ooh, that was close. Let's just keep doing this. He will eventually go down, don't worry about it. Eventually he will. I don't remember why this particular attack I was so afraid when I first did this fight, because as long as you jump only once, you should be fine. Maybe I was getting fucked with the platforms. Well, and especially here, since the idea is obviously to most likely go into the platforms to have a chance at hitting him, right? Well, at least what I know now is that any upgrade here, as long as I do this strategy, is gonna be worthless, because more HP is completely unnecessary, considering that tanking one more hit from these bats will be close to impossible, as I will need a lot more HP. And when it comes to mana, I already have enough to not run out. I mean, I'm even very close to being full, so... And well, the heart upgrades, forget about them. You don't need the hearts at all. So in that regard, essentially... like, the only thing that could help in this fight is leveling up. And that is something that requires aimless farming. It's not like you can go to one spot and be like, oh yeah, I need to pick this up or beat this very specific enemy and I will level up. No, it doesn't work that way. But leveling up is also not the only way. Technically, you also have the... like, if you want to, you can also... you know, farm for armor. I mean, right now, my equipment is essentially a chainmail as an armor, the strength ring, or whatever it was called, and like I think it was called hard ring or something like that. Essentially, the two basic rings that increase attack and defense each, and a chainmail that is probably a very shitty armor, at least for the end game, right? So yeah, essentially getting armor will help without a doubt, but yeah, that also requires farming, which is something I will not do. And not to mention that unless it's a very specific piece of armor that will increase my damage with that attack by a shit ton, it's not gonna help me. And the armor could help me, sure, but it seems that with the amount of time that you're gonna be farming, it's simply not worth it. By the way, we reached the 10-minute mark of the fight, and the 7-minute mark for the second phase. That's pretty cool. Is this gonna be a half an hour fight or what? It's certainly looking like that right now. Like, I understand that since this eye is... oh, will be funny if that was contact damage there, but yeah, I got his ass. Well, got him. That was pretty lame though. I mean, this whole mode was very lame. Though, here's the thing. Because I feel like I need to... wait, hold up. We get a cutscene. Well, he's right. He will never be truly gone. I mean, after all, he revives every 100 years, so yeah. So long as Konami is still in business, I will come back. Yeah, I know. Well, though, to be fair, the last new Castlevania game has been more than 10 years, so... I'm not so sure. Yeah. But at least he did a comeback this time that wasn't just shut up. So I guess Nathan is having some character development. So essentially the boss fight, using that strategy, takes 10 full minutes. Which could be worse, yes, but it's still a big amount, you know? Well, yeah. I guess calling me a hunter is underselling. I should be the Lord of Darkness. More like I'm the hero of mankind, you know? Yeah. You can both piss off. You didn't do anything in the whole game except getting in the way, especially you, Hug. It's what I was saying earlier. There is a reason why there is not a Hug mode in this game, because that guy is a bitch and nobody likes him. Well, I got the achievement, which is watch the ending in Magician mode. But yeah, there you have it. There was a thing that could help, but it will be so much farm. Yeah, I mean, anything that requires farming is not worth it. So one thing that I will say is, this game sucks, which is something that I already remember from the first time I played it. And Magician mode, if anything, makes it easier, because obviously you have all the cards from the beginning and you can do a lot of cheese strategies from the very beginning, right? So that is obviously something that makes the game more pleasant to go through because it's not as painful as in the original, but the point is that it's still a bad game, because here, like, most of the hard boss fight I just cheese them, and most of the hard areas I also cheese them. So, and in the original game I remember those things just being annoying, and I beat them, but they were still very annoying. And the whole way the mechanics in this game work sucks. Like, the fact that you get potions but you're supposed to farm them, and in this whole playthrough they only drop one potion that heals 20 points of HP. That's unacceptable. And there is no shop, so you cannot purchase them either. So essentially, all the mechanics from this game suck. Is it like the best thing this game has, or I will even be willing to say the only good thing this game has, is the music. The music is probably the best one in the entirety of the Game Boy Advance trilogy. But the game itself is a stinker. Okay, so we got another mode that we can fight, which is the fighter mode, by typing Gradius. That's isn't that a Konami shoot 'em up? Well, the problem is that if it says fighter, it makes me think that it's melee, so Gradius wouldn't be fitting. I mean, that's a shoot 'em up. Please input it on the name entry screen. Yeah, well, please go fuck yourself, because I'm not gonna do that. But yeah, it should show up here, I guess. Though I wonder if it's gonna remember it, because does it save the fact that I won? That's what I don't know. So here, for example, in order for that thing that shows up on the left to be remembered, I probably should save again, because I don't know if there is a post-clear save. So I guess just in case I'm gonna say, though, I kinda doubt that I'm gonna be interested to play that mode at all, but hey, I mean, you never know how masochist I could become. So yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm out of here. What is Kyle saying? There should be a ring that makes hit never deal about 20% health or something, but maybe it's not even in this game. I know it's on Portrait. Damn. You saying that Harmony sucks even more? I couldn't disagree more. To me, Harmony, which is this game, is the best one in the Advanced trilogy. Except for the music. Like, yeah, the music is probably the worst one in the trilogy, but the game itself is just very good. So, well, obviously the next step will be to play Harmony of Dissonance in... how is it called? The Matsim mode. Matsim is this guy's friend, and you can play as him in the additional mode. It also has an achievement associated to it, just like this one with Magician mode. So that will be the next step, but not on the next stream. Like, I wanna play something else to give it a little break, and then after that, the idea will be to stream this one, you know? Yeah, we have Matsim for this one. I think Matsim bite me. I honestly don't remember what was the relation between this guy and Matsim, aside from being friends and aside from Matsim fighting him at the end of the game. So I don't know how they are gonna handle that. Maybe Shuste is gonna be the new boss. I don't know. In any case, as I say, that will be it for me for today. So yeah, I guess we're gonna be finishing early today, but I really don't have anything else to do. So thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream with something else. So have a good one, and take care.